there, film lovers. I'm Rex King, and today we're talking about The Wild Robot. So, The Wild Robot is the latest DreamWorks movie. It follows a robot who crash lands on this forest island, and basically, she starts out with no real purpose except trying to maybe get back to her factory and reset herself. However, along the way, through certain events, she ends up basically finding this baby gosling, and the gosling imprints on her, believing that she is its mother. This basically causes the robot to become the gosling's adopted mother as its purpose and as its task. Along the way, it's joined by a fox named Fink, and pretty much they are these misfits who have to learn to work together to survive. So I went into this not really sure what to expect. I loved the look of the first trailer. The second trailer I was a little bit more concerned about after I saw it, but I still had some hope here. I was a little bit concerned it might be a little bit too much like The Iron Giant and WALL-E. It is nothing like the latter, thank God. But there is a lot of themes from The Iron Giant in this, but luckily the film does enough to separate itself out. At the end of the day, this film is basically about overcoming one's programming and one's own instincts to basically achieve a desired goal. For example, our robot character, who goes by the name Roz in this film, is initially too logical and doesn't really have any outside of the box thinking, which becomes a problem as, well, she's trying to basically raise a kid, and that is not something you can do with pure basic logic reasoning. So she overrides her own programming to basically try to adapt to the situation she's in. Along the way, she basically becomes something completely different than anything she was ever begins to program. And she kind of imprints these desires and basically way of thinking on the animals around her, as initially every animal on this island is basically just doing what they're instinctually able programmed to do. But as the film goes on, they each start to do more than what they initially were programmed and overcome their own instincts to basically improve this island and improve their way of life. This is also kind of shown through our Gosling, Brightbill, who is a runt, and as such, he's not really supposed to survive. But through Roz's determination and his own determination, he's able to overcome that adversity and basically be able to improve himself. And I really like how the film touches on this, and I really love how the film approached its overall story. I also loved how it's paced, and I really liked that the film didn't overstay its welcome at all. Now, I do have a problem with our central antagonists, who, without spoiling anything, is basically humans, but we don't really get to see much of them. They really don't show up until the last third of the movie, and the reasons they do things and the way they do things are a little bit confusing, but we don't get to see enough of them to really understand their decision-making process. As such, the antagonist and villains aren't really important to the story. It's a minor issue I have. Honestly, it feels more nitpicky now that I'm saying it out loud. Because it really didn't affect my overall enjoyment of the story, and the central themes really are portrayed well when it's just focusing on the relationship between Roz, Brightbill, and Fink, and even them and the rest of the island. I really like when we're focusing on that storyline. And I didn't really care about what humanity was doing overall, even when we get to see them. And the visuals here are really cool. I love the color palette of this film, and I think it's beautiful to look at, and I love the stylization. I think this is a really good film overall for families to enjoy. I think that this is a movie that, if you are looking for something that every member of your family is going to get something out of, I think this is the film for you, as I do believe that there's a lot that this film is talking about that kids might not get, but adults will definitely understand. And I also think that there's still enough of some comedy elements that kids will enjoy, and the color palette will definitely catch their eye. I really enjoyed The Wild Robot at the end of the day, and I really recommend it to pretty much anyone. I really think this is a must watch. I'm going to give The Wild Robot a 9 out of 10. Anyway, that's what I felt about The Wild Robot. What do you think about it if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.